my hat.
One, two, three. Hi, everybody.
That is so nice.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Ply Podcast.
Guess we're not using that one. Okay. Take two.
Ready? Take two. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Ply Podcast, episode 21. So glad you could join us today. I'm Angie.
I'm Irene.
And I'm Joyce.
And we're excited to be with you here today. We've got lots to share, so let's get started. Irene's got her administrative portion that she's going to start with.
All right. So I first wanted to talk about Sharon, one of our viewers who repeatedly watches our podcast.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
And get well wishes to her. She had a very serious operation this week, so we send our best to her and her family.
Love you, Sharon.
We love you, Sharon. Get well. All right. And?
Oh, yes, we're having another random giveaway.
Yay!
From our YouTube subscriber list, we have chosen Whitney Robertson, and she will receive Sun Valley Fibers, this beautiful yarn with cashmere in it. And it is from Sun Valley Fibers in the colorway Rainforest.
Congratulations, Whitney.
So Whitney, send us an email and let us know where to send your goodie.
Yay. All right.
Nice.
All right. And so we're going to move on to what am I wearing? And I'm really excited to show you this.
What are you wearing, Angie?
Okay. So I'm very excited. This is a pattern called Yvonne.
Get out of the sleeve.
Oh, yeah. Out of the sleeve.
Its sun is caught right
I'm
there.
being punished. I spent. Okay. There we go. Okay. So it's called Yvonne. And it's by Coco Knits. And the yarn I used is stuck in the bag. Really stuck in the bag. Okay. So, it's a blue heron yarn, and it's silk merino, 375 yards on a size 6 needle. All right. And the cool thing about this pattern is as you are knitting it, I'll stand up and show you the back.
Potty in the back.
So it's business in the front and party in the back.
Oh, that's
So
cute.
Okay, so what I loved about this cute little thing is when you start knitting it and am I knitting it right? I don't know. I'm really not sure. You get to a point in the pattern and it says, ready?
It's so funny.
Ready? Okay, here it goes. If it looks like a giant pair of underpants, you're doing it right. And it really says that in the pattern. So yes, I love this little guy. It's great. Keeps your shoulders warm, and it can double for underpants for a very long time.
Oh, wow.
So anyway,
Awesome.
so that's this granny panties, and it's this really pretty little turquoise color. So
Your color.
yeah, my favorite color.
So cute.
So this
So
was
cute.
fun, and the color is Chesapeake.
Yeah, appropriate.
Yeah.
Very appropriate.
yeah,
So cute.
That's nice.
Okay. And what are you wearing, Irene?
Well, I finished my Hitchhiker Beyond, and so I decided I will wear it
it's very pretty.
with all its little teeth. So this was the pattern by Martina Beam.
I love
And
that.
that's my story.
And I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
And she's not taking it off.
No, because if she takes it off, we'll never get it back on her, and then it's a problem.
It's
She's
a whole
gonna
love fest
whine
right
all
now.
day.
Yeah.
Okay, and I am wearing a cardigan by Bonnie Marie Burns called The Cinny. Actually, I think it's just called Cinny. And it's made out of the classically soft linen. Actually, I think I brought a skein with me.
There it is.
There it is.
Got it?
Can you do it?
Yeah. So, yeah, we got sun today because we're podcasting early. It's a little weird. It's prom night. So
Yeah, I got to get out of here for prom.
here it is. It's beautiful. It's this
And this
terracotta color.
Yeah, it's lovely. And this pattern was introduced to me by Robin Barbera, who you saw on the last podcast when she showed off her shawl in the Poconos, or no, Punta Cana. And she wanted to do it for one of her classes at her shop. So I designed after this row sheet and got it all set. Actually, this is the one I wrote on. Where's the clean one? Here's the clean one. So we did, it's kind of blown out.
Yeah,
We did
look
it for
at
her.
that.
Yeah, we did it
After
for
this row.
We did it for her classes, so they could keep track of where they were and how many stitches. And
Joyce,
all
that's
that
the
other stuff.
original worksheet. I just think everybody should know that.
It's so cute. Anyway, I wasn't gonna stand up. Do I have room? So here's the center. Here's the back.
Isn't it cute? Look at the lace. And then it's kind of straight down here at the bottom.
So, and all of the back, the centerpiece in the back is done first, and then you do the sides, and it wraps around to this part, and then you pick up here, and then knit down. So
Very
it's
cute.
really, really simple, and really, really cute.
And then you add the front there, the little.
Yeah, and then you just do
The band.
the button band.
Very
Lovely,
cute.
lovely.
That's it. But yeah, it was a fun collaboration that we did for her classes.
Awesome.
So thanks,
Very cute.
Robin. Oh, and speaking of Robin, on the last part, was the last podcast you showed the needle?
Oh, the needle holder, yes.
The needle
yes,
holder.
yes.
Well, Robin watched the podcast. She's like, "Hey, Joyce, my sister makes those." So she sent me one.
Oh, lucky you.
So, and this is so adorable. And she actually does sell them, and we'll put all the information on the email down on the bottom where you can
I
place
need
an
one of
order
those.
if you
I
want.
know,
I know, aren't they
have
cute?
one now. So I'll have to.
So here it is. I just put a few needles in it. I wanted to bring it to show. But look how cute it is. And
That's really nice.
They've got the numbers down the side.
The
for what
needle size, yeah.
Yeah, the needle size numbers.
Perfect.
Oh,
Isn't
very
that
nice.
Cute.
Yeah, Angie needs one now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have to use your information on the podcast.
Yeah, and I think that she's going to charge. I think that she charges $33 for them, and that doesn't include shipping and handling. But what's that? We'll put Robin's email down on the bottom, and you can order them from her.
Oh.
They're lovely. Thanks,
Very
Marcia.
cute.
Thanks, Robin.
Thank you. All right. Now we're moving on to what did I finish? Did anybody finish anything?
Well, I finished The Hitchhiker, and I have something to show you in No Bare Feet, so I'll shut up.
You?
You? And there's no swear to go along with it.
No.
And I finished this, and I'm in the middle of, well, I'm almost finished with this little guy.
Oh, and you realize his needles are still in him.
So,
What a cutie that
He's
is.
so cute.
isn't he cute?
What's his name?
His name is Punky Rooster. Those of you who are in the right age group will remember Punky Brewster. And this is Punky Rooster.
So cute. What is that yarn?
This is Rios Anniversario, one of my favorite
gosh,
colors.
So cute.
So the pattern is here.
Oh, we got that at Yarn.
Yeah, I got this at YarnCon. I could not leave without it. I don't know why. So there he is, Punky Rooster.
He's so
He has
cute.
feet. And
His
it's
hair
fun.
looks just like yours.
It does. Isn't that great?
Just, yeah.
Well, you know, I can do
Yeah,
the
he's
purple.
cute.
I think I could pull that off. Okay, Christina Keltner,
Yep.
Yeah.
and I just love him. So mine is
He's
going to have
cute.
he's going to have green hair because he has a green beak. So anyway, I just think he's so cute, and I thought I would share him, even though he has humongous eyes. Look at that.
He's perfect.
He
so.
is cute.
And the wing is started over here, and then there'll be another wing, and then he has legs. So, all right.
Okay. That's
So
pretty cool.
what are you knitting, my friend? Oh, wait, I wanted to show one more thing.
Yeah, what would that be?
Okay,
Oh.
so I love flea markets. I go to the one here in St. Charles, Illinois, every month. They have it at the beginning of the month. And I ran across this really neat little thing. I bought a bag that contained about 120 of these little crocheted, half-done flowers. Some of them were like this. Some of them were just, I'm gonna dig in here. Some of them were just the flower without the green on them. And some of them had a white background on them. So I thought somebody has put so much work into this.
I agree.
I love crochet granny square type things. So I started putting it together.
Oh,
So cute.
And there were probably 3 put together. And I went ahead and I am finishing. I've been crocheting so long that I can just read the stitches. So I am putting it together. I went to Elgin Knitworks. Betsy helped me find some colors that were comparable. The whites are not exactly the same, but anyway, I'm going to finish it.
that is
So
darling.
I thought, if you're ever at a flea market or a yard sale or whatever, and keep your eyes open for things like this because somebody put a lot of work into this.
I agree.
And, it needs to be finished.
Yeah.
So
I think that's wonderful that you've taken that on. It's
somebody out there should be happy that this, it's, recycle and.
I'm just surprised someone would take
Right.
all that stuff and try and sell it at the
Yeah,
well,
it is surprising.
And
but
who
I
knows?
think it's great that you discovered it.
And I was like, this is just
The
this
right
giant-
person.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
and I think
you're meant to have it.
I think I paid $8 for the bag of flowers, and there was like 150 of them in there. So when that's finished, and I can add a border on it, it'll be great to just throw on the
That's
couch. And it's
beautiful.
acrylic,
That's
so
lovely.
it can be washed. And
Yeah. You have all those ends to tell you though.
oh,
It doesn't look like fun.
Maybe you could farm that out.
yeah, you want to
Yeah.
do that?
No.
Okay.
There's got to be someone who loves to do that.
So what are you knitting, my friend?
Oh, yes. Well, I finally found yarn for the trip sweater.
Yay!
If you recall, Joyce made a trip sweater with the magenta yarn. And our intention is to actually have these sweaters for Rhinebeck this year. So I've got a head start here. I'll do that. And I'd like to enter my sweater into a cal that Melissa of the
Hands that make.
Hands That Make podcast is doing. It's a Mr. Rogers cardigan cal. So I need to have it finished by the end of this month, and then I'll be able to enter it. So
We love Mr. Rogers.
We do.
anyway, so that's my story. This is made out of Homestead yarn.
This is a really
Plymouth Yarn Homestead, 100% wool. This color is chocolate, and my edging is oatmeal.
Cute.
So, yeah, that's my story. That's what I'm doing, and I'll plug along on
and
that
that's
this
great
month.
yarn. It's a good staple for your for anything. I mean, I love it.
That's what we also used for our
Felted
bags.
bags.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
that worked out well.
Yeah, it's a great yarn. It's a really nice staple for knitting. And what are you working on?
Well, I finished my sweater for Melissa's Mr. Rogers Cal. And I did the crisscross.
Oh, wow. I haven't even seen this
Oh,
yet.
look
I'm
at
not going to put it
that.
on. Golly.
Oh, is that not? Look, oh my gosh, really?
Look at that baby.
And absolutely perfect.
Well, of course, Joyce knitted it.
Yeah.
No, you
Out
guys
of
are
one
so sweet.
out of one ball of yarn because she's so
That's
tiny.
not true. That's not true. Yeah, it turned out really cute.
That
The only
is
thing
so
I don't
nice.
have is buttons. And remember on Wednesday night when we were knitting, and I'm like,
Oh, does it require buttons?
I'm supposed to get something.
Oh, that
And then I
was
get
it,
home
and
and
I
I'm like,
forgot. Yeah.
That's
You
what I'm
know
supposed to
what?
get.
Dang
Those buttons.
I have boxes and boxes of vintage buttons. You should come look.
Oh, well, that's a thought.
I love vintage buttons.
But anyway, it's done. I still have to.
It's like
I still
Angie's
have to put
store
it
in
on.
her hobby room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't tell
There
everybody.
you go. And it's made with the Lana Doro by Cascade. And the color of the yarn is called Faded Denim, number 1109.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it turned out really, really cute. And it's by Isabel Kramer. Very
Love
cute.
her patterns.
Yep.
Very, very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay, so we're moving on to No Bare Feet.
Oh, boy.
Irene has a problem.
Okay. Yes,
It's
she
called
does.
Socks.
Sockaholic.
Sock it to me, baby.
I ended up buying some Felici yarn from Knit Picks, and let me tell you how the story went. The yarn comes in little balls like this, but you need 2 balls to make a pair of socks. They're 50 grams each. And I thought, well, certainly if you have these 2 balls, you can just choose to start from the outside of the ball or the inside. I usually do the outside, and that they would stripe up the same way. But no, dear viewers, that did not happen. That did not happen to me.
They're still darling.
I hope the person I'm gifting this to doesn't notice, because I will not bring attention to them.
Well,
How they colorblind?
Here's how it goes. They don't work the same way. So what I ended up doing after I passed the heel, I thought, no, I'm gonna at least do the bottom parts the same, because I had to rewind the ball.
Yeah.
See, Joyce knew that. I didn't know that. It didn't make any sense to me that they would not have come off the assembly line
the same way.
So
I don't
be
think
careful
it really
out there.
Matters. I think it's fine.
Oh, I have to have them the same. So
Oh.
no, these are not going to be mine.
It's not like you're going to
I'm
show.
giving them away.
It's
Yeah.
not like you're going to show more
Nope.
than 1 foot at a time.
No likey. Don't
Not
like
true. The yarn that my friend Debbie gave me the other for my birthday. Well, when I started, I thought I had them at the exactly the right
yeah.
order. Well, when I started knitting them up, I had 4 orange stripes versus 1 orange stripe, and I pulled them out the other night, cut it right
Oh
where
my
they,
goodness!
right
See,
where they would match.
This
I
is
can't help
why
it.
my feet are bare. I don't have the mental.
It's not true. You're a loose knitter. That's why you're bare.
Quit telling people I'm loose.
That is
a
not
loose
what I
woman.
said.
We got a loose woman among us. Yes. Woo.
All righty.
Well, I ended up doing another pair of the Felici, and these match because I learned
Because she's a
something.
problem.
Yes.
She's particular.
Particular problem. Anyway, I should mention that this is the colorway Spaceman, and this is the colorway Hopscotch.
Cute.
Yeah, they knit it
And
really
this
cute.
That is-
future, what is this one?
Next podcast.
Yeah, well, no. Don't put pressure on me,
It'll probably
girls.
be tomorrow
I don't
night.
want that kind of
They'll be
pressure.
done. Yeah. Tomorrow night.
Goth Kitty.
Oh, I
So
like
that is
that.
cute.
Goth
Yeah, a little
Kitty?
purple.
That's cute
Yeah.
name.
So then the other thing I did was complete my Austin socks. This is my second pair of Austin socks, and I am entering these into the Crazy Sock Ladies Cal. It's Crazy Sock Lady Designs Cal 2018. So what I like about this more so than the pink ones that I made, you can actually see the texture of the sock, and so very nice. And this was made out of stitched together blue suede shoes colorway.
Love it.
So that's that.
Love it.
Cute, cute, cute.
And I guess that's all I got for socks.
What about you?
Well, I actually have socks too. I know, very unusual for me. But I did finish my Barocco socks.
Those are cute.
And they turned out really, really cute.
That's a beautiful colorway.
I know. I'm so
I
pleased
love
with
that.
it. So pleased with it. But yeah, they turned out really, really cute.
Love them.
Awesome.
So now I have to start another pair.
Yeah,
Sock
everyone should
ladies.
always have socks on the needles. I think that's
Well, they are good for your
important.
purse.
That scares me. All right, I wanted to show one more thing before I forget. One of the podcasts before, we talked about the
Arnie and Carlos.
Yeah, the Arnie and Carlos bird book, and I forgot to show birds. So this is one that I have almost finished. So
He's
there,
so much bigger than what I envisioned.
so there he
He's
is.
cute.
He's
Isn't he
so
cute? So he's made out of Madeline Tosh DK, and I think it's that whitewash color. And then I'm gonna put eyes on him and probably double stitch on his back, but they have a new video out that is about these birds start to finish. And he's actually knitting his out of embroidery floss.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, for some of that.
Yeah, they can do that because they're such professional knitters.
Yeah.
They
So-
probably learned to knit when they were 3.
Yeah, they probably were
Yeah.
out of the womb.
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Yeah,
but
I'm not sure I've ever considered knitting with embroidery.
Wow.
I
floss.
haven't either. But you know what? I kind of want to try it, even though it will probably just irritate the crap out of me. But I want to try it anyway. But anyway, these birds are so
I think it
darling.
would be a good experiment.
So
Yeah.
one skein of embroidery floss will finish a whole bird.
Well, no, they were kind of mixing them. So like the tail was green, and then they added
Oh.
some yellow, and then when they did the chest, this is kind of like the chest part is kind of like the heel of a sock. So when they did that part, it was a little different color, and but anyway, if you want to check out their video, it's their birds are start to finish.
Yeah, Arnie and Carlos.
Very
Yeah,
cute.
Arnie and Carlos, and
Very cute.
yes, I love them. Okay,
All right.
so we're moving on to Don't Tell My Husband. Shh.
again.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess I'll go ahead and start.
All right.
And I have, so I don't mess up here. Okay, so this color is called Grease. And it is from Leading Men Fiber Arts. When I bought this, I decided I wanted to make this pattern called Goldfish Memory. Look it up online. So cute. And so then I found this color to go with it, which is a one-of-a-kind Wonderland yarn. And check this out. Woo! That is like
Wow.
that is like the brightest yellow in the world. And this
Where's the sun?
I know. This is it.
Look that close.
So this is a Madeline Tosh. So this was my big purchase.
Yeah, it's
this
kind of
time.
blown out even there.
Yeah. Woo! There we go. That's much better.
Yeah, that's better.
So yeah, it's like electric yellow, turquoise, and grease. So.
Again,
It'll match your
won't
electric
miss you coming.
personality.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. So check that pattern out. Goldfish Memory. You can find it on Ravelry. It is a paid-for pattern, but so cute. All right. And you?
Oh, let me tell you what I got from Leading Men Fiber Arts.
Yikes!
I got this Showstopper fingering weight yarn. That's another bright one. And that's called,
really?
colorway is Lightning Bug.
Oh, I like that.
That's
Yeah,
appropriate.
isn't that awesome?
Okay, this one?
That one is Spotlight fingering weight yarn, and that is in the colorway Apocalypse.
And I have several skeins of this myself.
And I have no idea what these will be, but I was drawn to the colors, so that's what happened there. And then from YarnCon, we stopped at the Show Me Yarn booth, and they have this boot heel base fingering weight self-striping yarn. So this one here is called Chocolate Covered Strawberries. Isn't that pretty?
It is
Yeah,
gorgeous.
pretty.
It is like,
Yeah.
it looks just like chocolate covered
And
strawberries.
this one is Stroll Garden.
That's sweet.
This one's
So
really pretty.
obviously these will be socks for sure if they're self-striping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's that.
Better be careful that they match.
And then, what? I'll be careful.
She's just being a smart aleck.
Love her anyway.
Don't strangle me.
Never, never.
I'll be dead in my
never.
sleep.
And then we had local yarn store day last Saturday.
We had so much fun.
Was that fun?
That was really a lot of fun.
Some people actually knew us.
Yeah, that was even
kind of
more
that
fun.
was more fun.
Yes. So we took a couple pictures with people and
We did some live
Uh,
Instagram.
that's right.
things,
There was
yeah.
a raffle and we got to choose the winners.
which was so
Yeah,
much fun.
that was fun.
And actually, some people actually saw those on Instagram that they won. And
Which,
came,
yes.
I thought that was pretty cool.
That's
so.
See,
I
you
love
never
those
know who's
winners.
watching.
Yeah.
See, yeah. Anyway, so my purchase from that day was a kit from Stitch Together. And this will become the Comfort Fade Cardi by Andrea Mowry.
Yeah, cute.
And we liked those so much that, Joyce?
I got mine. I am also going to do the cardi, and here is my color choices. It's not gray. Well, a little gray.
Oh, there's gray in there. Come on. It wouldn't be Joyce's if it didn't have gray in there.
So
There
cute.
you go.
So cute.
And
Yeah, that'll be fun to knit up.
Madame Pompadour is this.
Yeah, I don't know
What
what
did
I'm
you
gonna
wear?
Oh, it's mine. I didn't even know it had a name. Stitch Punk. I like that.
Stitch Pump.
Stitch pump?
Yeah. It's
And-
a punk.
Oh, that is cute.
And I also
Yeah.
bought yarn for it, but I did not bring it with me because I was frazzled this morning with a migraine.
And that was interesting. So you could either buy a kit that was pre-done.
Pre-done.
Or,
I picked
yeah.
all my yarn.
Yeah.
So I picked
Yeah,
all
that
my
was an option,
colors.
too.
So I'll show that on the next
Yeah,
podcast.
and a lot of people chose to do that, and it was
Yeah.
kind of fun to help
Yeah.
them. Like, oh no, don't
yeah,
do that. Do this one.
Yeah, I'm not that
Yeah.
good at picking out color.
But it
So,
was fun.
but it was
Yeah.
fun. But also at YarnCon, when we were there, I also did get some yarn. This one is from By Yarns, Brendan Heather Yarns.
It came with a little stitch marker. How cute
It
is
did
that?
come with a little stitch marker, and it came with a free pattern called Cowabunga.
Oh, cute.
And here is that. Isn't that cute? I love that.
You know, cowabunga
Nice.
is what the Ninja Turtles say. Are those Ninja Turtle
knew
colors?
I knew it was familiar, but I wasn't sure
Oh my
why.
gosh, it is Ninja Turtle colors.
Oh, well, that would make sense.
Yeah, very cute.
And then I also got some Show Me yarn. Self-striping. Really cute. Let's see. Does this one have a color name? The Butterfly House.
Oh, I like that too.
Good name.
That's cute. And also, when we were at YarnCon, our friend Meg from Woolen Cookies, she was there with her son, and it was so much fun meeting her, and she's such a doll. So
She
cute.
is a doll.
But we decided that we would do a knit-along with Beautiful Sister yarn, and we are doing the Rainfall. And this is what the pattern looks like. Very cute. And then that is the project.
The stitch is really unique.
Yeah, it's
Stitch is
pretty.
really unique.
So pretty.
And it came with a little, came with a stitch marker, came with a little pencil, and she also threw in a little thing that has the row markers on it. But since I was used to doing my own, I created one for Meg and I, so now we can actually track what rows we're on, and we're already both a week behind. Well, you know,
It's
with
not hard
Well,
to get
there's
behind.
no pressure though,
No,
because you're
we're
doing
not-
it
we're-
amongst yourselves.
It's-
There's no deadline.
There's
Yeah.
no pressure to do it, and it's just been really, really fun. But it's been, she had a crazy week. We have prom tonight, and it's just been crazy. But also with the purchase, came with this really cute bag.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
That's
Really
a bonus.
heavy duty zipper.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can see the inside. It's got a really very pretty floral print
pretty.
on the inside.
Oh, is that nice?
That's cute.
So yeah, it's been a lot of
Very
fun.
nice.
But I truly enjoyed meeting Meg and her son Hayden, and
And he was such a sport
he
to
was.
sit around with
He's
a
a
bunch of
cute-
ladies.
Yeah, what
he
a
was
good son.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's really a doll. So.
If she wants to send him out this way.
Hi Hayden, hi Meg.
Hi.
We'll take him.
Okay. And I have one more thing that I didn't show, and that was my progress on my hitchhiker. Irene is wearing hers, but
Oh, look at this.
and I haven't gotten that much further. But it's
Oh, I think you've done so much,
my
Joyce.
one progress.
Wow. Look at all the things you knit.
Look at that. It's so cute.
Yeah, that's pretty. I love that yarn.
So
Yeah, I mean, these ladies
Hopefully by the
work,
next
so I don't know how
podcast,
they
this
get
will be-
anything done from podcast to podcast.
Well, I don't feel like
so,
I get
yeah.
anything done. I did make some progress on Lavella. I started
Oh,
the
look
lace
at the
section.
lace.
yeah, that's gonna be
Oh,
so cute. And
oh, is
So-
that lovely?
Now we're on the decrease section. The lace is decrease section,
that's
so it
nice.
should go much quicker. But yeah, for me, you know, it's the end of the school year. I got a million things going on. You know, prom is tonight. I will go up and check out all the kids and see the school. And her daughter's actually going to prom, so
yeah,
you know, we've
two
got
separate schools though, unfortunately.
yeah, two separate schools. End of the year, you know, testing and all that kind of stuff is going on. So I don't have as much time to knit, but almost time for summer break, and I'll have the whole summer.
Lucky Angie.
Yay!
I know.
10 months.
She can pretend
secretary.
she's retired for the summer.
For
at
the
least.
summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
So,
Okay, well,
That's
girls, that's all I got.
Okay.
all right. So we're going to do a little podcast love.
I want to tell you about a podcast I found almost simultaneously with Joyce. So I don't know how YouTube works, but apparently in like recommended feed, you'll see different podcasts come up if you're watching knitting podcasts. And I happened to stumble upon this podcast called Earth Tones Girl. And this is a woman named Denise from Yonkers, New York. And I have learned something about myself. I think I'm attracted to voices, certain voices. And she has this soothing, smooth voice that you just are mesmerized by it. And she seems to be real. In fact, Denise, if you watch our podcast, please let us know. Do you ever yell at your kids? If anybody watches her, she does not look like the type of woman that could raise her voice.
Right, she does not have that voice
We
that
could
you
be
would think
screamers
projects
here, yeah.
when she yells. Although
No, just
we all yell at our kids.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I'm sure it
yeah,
happens, but
yeah.
it's just not something that you
I
can
can't
actually
imagine
picture
this
for
woman.
her.
What would it be like? Raise 1 decibel? Yeah.
No.
Don't do that. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
Maybe it's in the
yeah.
words she says.
You
It
know,
doesn't have to be
sometimes
in the
it's
tone.
just the look.
The look, yes.
Yeah,
I
get
used
that
to
a lot.
squeeze my children's ears if they didn't behave.
You're going to jail.
An ear is not a terrible thing to lose, is it?
Well, and they're grown up and they still have
Yeah,
ears,
you just
so I guess
behave.
they're grown up and still have ears,
Yeah,
so you're
they're
good,
fine.
right?
Yeah.
I remember saying that to my mother after my kids were born. I'm like, I need to look. She's like, what look? I'm like, oh, don't talk to me like you don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, the look.
Because that look, you
Yeah.
never really wanted to know what was on the
Yeah,
other
it's
side.
an
of it
evil
if
eye,
you-
yeah.
If you didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's very good at knitting these Scandinavian mittens.
I know.
It
Oh,
makes me
they're on my horizon.
it makes me want to stop the socks and move to the mittens.
Yeah, they're on my horizon.
beautiful.
Yeah, they are beautiful. They are beautiful.
Anyway, so comment below. Why do you watch podcasts?
We want to know.
Yeah,
We want to know.
Why do we watch them? I guess I'd like inspiration. I'd like to see what other people are knitting.
Denise's
Sometimes,
voice.
yeah, Denise's voice. Just to see what patterns are out there, and it's sometimes to just keep me company while I knit. So tell us
It's
what,
better
why
than the
you
news.
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're better
Yeah.
than the news.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't watch the news.
yeah, nothing
Yeah.
happy there.
I would love to hear why everybody else watches.
Yeah,
podcasts.
I think that's interesting,
would.
and then we'll choose a winner. How's that? And
Another winner?
have another giveaway.
I agree.
Yeah. Oh, and when do you listen to them? Like, I'll listen to
Oh,
them
that's
on
a
my,
good question
on my
too.
lunch break. Like, if I find a real quick one, I'll watch on my lunch break.
Yeah.
I rarely get one, so I don't do it.
Oh,
on
and
my
I
side.
watch all day and all night, just whenever I can. Yeah, whenever I can.
She's got that plugged in.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you have
Are
more
we
done?
done? No, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we've covered everything. We kind of had a lot today to throw at you, but
Oh, wait, I wanted to mention one more thing. 2 weeks ago, my sister ran the Boston Marathon, so I just wanted to say
Oh,
yeah,
congratulations.
congratulations! How did you do it?
That's
Wow.
awesome.
And it was so cold.
It was so cold. It rained the whole time. And there's a
Oh.
picture, and I'll have Irene insert it. You can see it. She's all in black, and you can see how saturated her running suit is. And she cut 6 minutes off her time.
Wow.
Way to go.
I know, so cool.
My goodness.
So,
Congratulations.
Congrats, Ron.
I'm lucky I can make it to the mailbox.
Yeah.
I'm not the runner.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
definitely
me
not the
neither.
runner.
Mm-mm, nope.
Well, congratulations on that. That's super
Yeah,
exciting.
it was
and
very
we'll,
cool. Very cool.
We'll be excited to show that picture to you.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you real soon. Keep on knitting.
It's good for your health.
Bye, everybody.
Does anybody need stuffing for their brazier?
They're already big
Oh,
enough.
look at that. Oh, Stormy Daniels.
Wow.
And now you're going to knit with those.
It's okay. I'm fresh.
It's a memory.
Fresh. All right.
Fresh.
Okay.
Yeah, at least it's not 90 degrees anymore.
Yeah, 90 will be a
not
long
sweating
time for
for
us.
us.
Coming. It's
Yeah.
coming. It's coming.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
1, 2, 3.
That wasn't bad. She fooled us.
I know.
Oh!
Man.
Now I got you.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
What episode is this, Angie?
Oh shit, I don't know. 21?
Yeah! We're adults now.
Good girl.
Yeah.
All right,
21.
we're legal.
Okay.
Podcast we can drink. Oh, where's the wine?
Right.
Oh.
Right. Thanks.
Bye.
Well, that wrapped up that.